What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? I'm that chunky guy. Today I'm bringing you a Titanfall thoughts and reactions video to the beta. Um, I was lucky enough to get a code the first night that they, should we say, opened it up to the public. I don't really want to say opened as in everyone got to play it. Obviously, only limited amount of people got to play it, but I was lucky enough to get a code on the first batch of emails. So I was one of the first ones. I wouldn't want to say first, but I was one of the early ones to play the beta. That's where I'm getting at. But so yeah, I want to talk about my reactions and my thoughts about what I like about the game, what I don't like about the game, and what I do think that would make it better. Let's start off with um, the balance, how balanced this game is. I absolutely love how balanced this game is. I have come across nothing that I would say is overpowered. Um, Obviously, Titanfall revolves around the Titans, and honestly, at first, I didn't think it was gonna go that well because on how difficult they would be to take out, and how game changing they could be, and just how overpowered they would be. But I think they did an absolutely fantastic job on balancing out ways to take out a Titan. I don't think they gave it too much armor, too much health, nothing like that. I think they absolutely perfectionized the Titan. They made enough ways to take out the Titan if you don't have a Titan yourself, as in they have anti-Titan weapons, which are their own category in the game. They don't take up a primary or a secondary, which is wonderful. You, you can just always have one. Another thing, rodeoing. If you don't know what that is, you can actually jump on top of an enemy Titan, and you do this little animation. You're like ripping out a like like a guard to get to like the inner wires, and then you could just start shooting them. And I think that that is a great feature to have because it makes it so much easier to take them out when you're on foot. And I think that they also did great on like Titan versus Titan battles. They gave Titans two like special powers, should I say? I say each one has their own what's the word I'm looking for? Their own benefit. As in the little shield that you can use to block enemy rockets, enemy bullets, whatever, and shoot it back at them. I think that that's fantastic that they added stuff like that. It's just, I feel like they really put a lot of thought into the Titan. Even the little stuff, as in like the animations to get into the Titan, the animations to get out. Just the little stuff. Excuse me. Another thing, the guns. They put 5 primary weapons into the game. They put a submachine gun, an assault rifle, a pistol, shotgun, and a sniper rifle as primary weapons. And then they only put 2 secondary weapons, which really nobody cares about. But they, I feel like none of the guns well, obviously the assault rifle and submachine gun, snipers and shotguns all have their different benefits, as in close range, long range, fire rate, whatever. But I feel like there is nothing that I can say is overused or overpowered, such as in Call of Duty there are always certain guns that are better than others, that people will always use more just because they do more damage, they're more accurate, etc. But I think they did an absolute perfect job at balancing everything, every aspect of gunfights, and just I don't think they could have done a better job on balance. The maps as well. I feel like the maps are my thoughts on the maps. This map that I'm playing on right now is more of a Titan map. It is a Titan based map because it's a lot more open, it's a lot bigger, and yeah, it's just more open, so it's more Titan friendly. But the other map, Angel City, where of course you're in the city and it's only streets, it gets really cluttered and it gets really excuse me, and it gets really cluttered and it gets really crowded with the Titans. Excuse me, jeez. But that is a like Angel City is a map that I believe that is a lot more weapon combat based, not Titan friendly. Um, yeah, and some now I want to say some things that I hope that they will incorporate into the full game. I understand it's still the beta, so we weren't getting uh, we weren't getting the full feel, the full aspect of the game. But what I'm just gonna say some stuff anyway, to say that what I hope, and what I feel should be in the full game. Let's start with game modes. This game mode right here, Hardpoint Domination, is the only game mode I've played, because honestly I don't like. I think one was like Attrition, which is like a team deathmatch, which I was never really a fan of team deathmatch in any game, and crazy stuff going on outside my door. I don't know what. But and then another one was a Last Titan Standing, and I did not play that because honestly I'm not even that big of a fan of the Titan. I find myself a lot of the times having it auto controlled instead of manually controlling it, because I just like the infantry combat um, thing. I like that more. I have more fun with that. Don't get me wrong, the Titans are fun to use. I just find myself having more fun on the ground and just not in the Titan. But yeah, game modes. So I personally want to see game modes that eliminate Titans. Um, I understand that this whole game, the game's called Titanfall because it's based around, the Titans. But like I said earlier, I like the more infantry gun combat based gameplay more than finding myself, against myself and a Titan against another Titan. I just don't find it that entertaining and that fun. But that is something that I would like to see. And another game mode I would like to see is something more team based, um, as in something as in Hardpoint from Call of Duty Black Ops 2, where you kind of have to hold a certain part of the map. And I think that would be fun, especially with the Titans, because there's just so much that there's so much that can be done. Another thing I wanted to go over was the guns. Obviously, they didn't put all the guns in the beta that they are going to be in the real game. And I'm actually excited about that because I was honestly kind of getting bored with using the same few guns, the same 5 guns, over and over again. And it just, yeah, I was getting bored of it. And I really hope to see more of each weapon type, as in I want to see more assault rifles, I want to see more submachine guns, I want to see more snipers, I want to see more shotguns. And I think it's really interesting how they put that pistol in there. And I actually, since they put it in there, I'm actually glad that they made it a primary gun, because it would be completely overused as a secondary, and I think they did a wonderful job uh, recognizing that and putting that as a primary. Uh, More stuff. Titan customization. I know that you could change, your ordinances, your perks, that your weapon for the Titan. I understand that, but in the full game, I want to see myself and other players be able to, you know, change our specs of our Titan. I want, every person's Titan to be unique, um, and just be able to customize it, as in like maybe the color of it, maybe the size of it, the just if you catch my drift, just I want to see the customization in Titans, uh, like color maybe, and just like more like designs for like the structure of it. Maybe there are different class types. I don't know if they're gonna add in Titans, but those are just my opinions on the game, guys. You can feel free to have whatever you want. Those are just mine, but I will absolutely recommend you get this game if you're iffy about it. I still don't have it pre-ordered yet. I'm flat broke, but I will definitely recommend you get this game if you want to find something new to play, because the beta was a ton of fun. And that's it for this video, guys. I do have another video coming up. I'm going to try and do it right after this one, about competitive aspect in Titanfall. I know right now it's not official that they're going to have competitive in it, but I am going to put a video out on what I think on that. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in my next video.
Got this.
I'm too far away. Don't leave me! No, I overslept. Wow. Fucking faggot, dude. Get